Hello friends, let us now learn some important points about the next sclerosis, which is atherosclerosis. So in the atherosclerosis, first we will have to learn about the risk factors. The risk factors of atherosclerosis can be modifiable risk factors and non-modifiable risk factors. First, modifiable risk factors. Non-modifiable and modifiable risk factors. Non-modifiable can be genetic, environmental, where you cannot do anything with it. But what is important for us is this modifiable risk factors, which you can do changes to make it normal. So these include obesity, hypertension, diabetes mellitus. This also includes alcohol and smoking. So in atherosclerosis can also occur due to increased lipoprotein A. Actually, this increased lipoprotein A, it gives one of the important factor for atherosclerosis. And whenever the patient has increased homocystinuria, homocysteine levels in our blood due to familial homocystinuria or any other conditions, this will also cause increased atherosclerosis. And some infections, especially infections like chlamydia, cytomegalovirus, and infections like herpes, all these are associated with atherosclerosis. So if you were asked the one liner, if it was given in the exam, what is the first lesion that you see in atherosclerosis? The first lesion that we see is a fatty streak. So this fatty streak will progress to form fatty plaque. This plaque has a fibrous cap and it also have a core. It has fibrous cap and core. And in the core and in the fibrous cap, what do you find? In both these cap and fibrous cap, we mainly find foam cells. Okay. Because this is a shortcut section, I am not going to deal with the process of atherosclerosis. In the bigger lecture, I have already dealt with process of atherosclerosis. So if we see the complications associated with atherosclerosis include aneurysm, calcification, it causes ulceration, the atherosclerotic plaque may the fibrous cap may break and the thrombus can release outside. It causes thrombosis and the thrombus can release outside and it can go to the different areas forming the embolus. So embolism can also occur. So what are the vessels which are involved in atherosclerosis? If you see which vessel is most commonly involved in atherosclerosis, most commonly the vessel which is involved in atherosclerosis is abdominal aorta is most commonly involved, followed by coronary arteries, then in the lower limbs the popliteal artery, then in the pelvis descending thoracic aorta actually. Descending thoracic aorta is also associated with this atherosclerosis. Then in the brain, internal carotid artery involving atherosclerosis. This is actually very prone to leading to strokes in our body, and any part of circle of Willis may also be associated with atherosclerosis. So all these are the different vessels which are associated with atherosclerosis. Thank you for watching.